What's going on, you guys? RJ with RJ's Trades. We're back with another free Sunday watch list, okay? We're going to go through our stocks here. We're going to see what looks good, what doesn't. Going to give you my outlook for the week and my favorite plays for the week. We do it all live every Sunday. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure you guys watch out tomorrow. The first free trading class is going to be dropping at 6 p.m. Okay, all about chart patterns. All right, for getting 1,000 subscribers, I told you guys I got 4 free classes on the way. I got an hour-long class, me just talking nothing but chart patterns. Okay, so make sure you guys watch that. It's going to be amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna hold you guys very long, man. Shout out to my Cowboys putting it on the Packers at the moment. It's at halftime, so we'll see. There's still a lot of football left, so. Let's see, man. We got SPY right here. So still at all-time highs, right? One thing that I do kind of hope that we see is maybe some chop for SPY, right? And if we do get some chop, that will allow setups to happen, okay? So what you have to realize is when you get a run, right? So like we had a run right here. When you get a run, you typically want to see some consolidation, right? Because that consolidation is going to allow the individual stocks to chop around, and for those stocks that had made a run to set up flags, pennants, falling wedges, things of that nature, right? So it's going to set you up in the long run to be better, okay? So I'm kind of looking at it now. We may try to form like a flag, or we could try to form a pennant or something. I think we may consolidate and chop a little bit, but we'll see. It's still too early to tell. So I'm open to anything this week. I'm not really bearish on it at all. I don't really have a reason to be bearish at the moment. So I'm more so still bullish or more so neutral, okay? So we're going to go through what I kind of just have here. Bitcoin is at 111K, so it did pop a little bit. Was down here around 109. I kind of was just looking at Bitcoin here. If it starts falling, from the highs, if we do get back down here, that would be an amazing spot. I would love to see Bitcoin come back down to this area, right? Because this is where it kind of took off from right here, this previous resistance. And we came back down right around here, very briefly. So if you didn't buy it here, you just missed it, right? But the thing about assets is it always comes back to retest, okay? So we may come back down there. We'll see. CRWV, this is a stock that I had liked last week, but I don't like it as much anymore, man. I actually took a loss on this. Well, one of the trades I took on it was a win, and the other was a loss. Because I broke my own rules. I was up like 25% on a day trade on it and didn't take the profit, right? And it ended up reversing on me. So, didn't follow my own rules of setting my break even at. Setting my stop at break even when I got up 20 to 25%. So we'll see. Now, one thing that you still could possibly see here is this right here. So this could be like a classic break and a retest here to go higher. We could see that, but you definitely would have to be bouncing up in here around 113, 114. If it doesn't hold that and it gets back to like, under 110, I wouldn't like it anymore. So still kind of watching CoreWeave, but definitely not a top watch, all right? Amazon, I don't love Amazon. They rejected this bigger, I thought I was going to try to break out this inverse head and shoulder, so it did not do that. AMD is still looking good in my opinion. You just need AMD to hold above 163, okay? So we did bank on AMD early last week here. We banked on it on this day here where it popped above. We made quite a bit on that. So we need to hold above 163. If it can do that, you'll get a very nice move on AMD. It looks like it's ready to go. If you look at it from the weekly here, looks like we're just flagging. All right, so it looks like we're just flagging on AMD. So if we hold above 163, this is a play that I'm going to be looking to swing, right? So kind of like how I said before, when you get these big runs, the stocks need time to consolidate, right? And they're consolidating for the next move. And notice that it's consolidating at an area where it was a previous area here in the past. So it still looks pretty good. You just gotta be patient on that one. You gotta be patient. CMG, I did end up taking my profits on CMG a while ago. It's just moving so it's moving so slow. It's moving so slow. It actually kind of looks like a bear flag just a little bit, but I don't know. I think it could still be decent. But I'm not in love with the play. Not in love with it. I think we got a few setups that look a little bit better. One stock to watch for is Nvidia, right? So we're saying to watch out for AMD. Also watch out for Nvidia. Notice that these stocks in the same sector kind of forming a little bit of the same thing. Okay, so Nvidia has a bull flag here as well. It's very messy. It tried to break out here this day when they had good news, but it got pushed right back down. It's kind of fighting at the breakout point. So I think if Nvidia breaks out, you may see an AMD breakout as well. So a lot of the things about the stock market, it moves in sectors. So if you can find a hot sector, stay with it. If you've been trading the AI stocks this whole year, you're probably up pretty good, right? So stay with a hot sector and good things will happen, okay? So Nvidia will be a side watch. You definitely would have to clear 180. You have to clear and hold 180 for sure for me to even think about a position. But then again, man, this 184 area is tough. That's a tough area right there. So, you may need some more news. I'm not gonna lie. Tesla is a monster, right? Tesla is a monster. Seems like nothing can stop them at the moment. The funny thing about Tesla is probably the stock that it tricks people the same exact way every time, and I don't understand how, right? Tesla is a stock where when people love it, oh my goodness, they love it, but when they hate it, they hate it. It still looks good here on the chart though. Like I told you guys weeks and weeks ago, I said, hey, once it breaks out this triangle, Tesla it's not unfamiliar with triangle patterns. I was showing you guys this way back here from 2019 to 2021. I said, hey, it breaks out, it's going to be gone. And look at that, right? I've been doing this for a long time, guys. So Tesla still looks good. If it breaks these highs here, you really don't have much stopping it at this point. Up to the all-time highs, I'm not going to lie to you. This is like the last area that's tough for it here. You can see this is the previous area right here that it was a resistance where we fell from. So we start breaking out of this. 500 is on the table. I'm not gonna lie to you. So Tesla's still a top watch. RKLB, nothing going on there. FTNT still looks good. If you guys are holding any runners, that still looks pretty decent to try to fill that gap. Robinhood, I don't like it really. SMCI, I don't really like it. FI, I don't like it. I don't love Palantir either here. Let's see, anything that looks good. It's not really. I don't really love a whole lot this week. Let's see. All right, we do got one that I do think is really, really good. Okay. Now, Lyft does look pretty good, okay? So one thing that I always look for in a stock is I'm looking for that run up and that pullback, right? So that pullback after a stock has had momentum is going to tell us a lot. It's going to tell us if this run is real or if it's a phony. Now, let's back up here on Lyft, right? So this is a play that I really, really like. Let's back up on Lyft. You'll see that this has been a resistance for quite some time. And actually, there's an even bigger trend line on the weekly chart that had been broken, right? From the very first day I IPO'd. So it's actually a even bigger trend line break than what we see. But nonetheless, it broke out of this, which gave it the momentum to blast off, right? Now, what I want you to take note of here is take note of your volume analysis, okay? So if you take a look at your volume on the breakout, it starts to rise, okay? look at the stock price right there, and then look at your volume right here. Right, when it starts to break out, look at your volume get higher than a previous volume and all of this volume in here. That's exactly what you want to see on your breakouts. Now, notice that when it's pulling back, the stock, starts to come down a bit. Perfect. And the volume also starts to drop off. That's exactly what you want to see. You want to see those low volume pullbacks, right? Now, what I want you to take note of, this is important. What I want you to take note of here is where we pulled back from. We start pulling back from right around here, okay? Why is this significant? This is significant because this was a level in the past from 2020, right here. Look at these 2 times. This was a level, and 2022. Okay, so we didn't pull back here for no reason. This was a previous resistance. Now, why is this play a plus setup? Look at this gap. This is a huge gap right here. All right, this is a huge gap. Literally, you have a bull flag pattern pulling back to the support, or at this point, it's the key level. You have a bull flag pattern pulling back to the key level with a, how big is this gap? About $7 to $8. You have a bull flag pattern pulling back on low volume with a $7 to $8 gap above. Lyft could be a banger to end the year, right? And Lyft is not a mover that's gonna go, $5-10 a day. It did have a day where it popped like $3-4, but that's not gonna always happen. So Lyft looks amazing. It may take some more time to set up, but watch out for that play. And actually, this is a stock that has this pretty much the same exact type of setup here, which is CCL. Here is flagging at a 2021 resistance right here, which has a very nice move all the way up there to 40 plus, right? So CCL and Lyft kind of have the same type of setup here. Had a very long period of sideways movement and just ranging, finally trying to break out. So I think that's going to be pretty good. All right, let me see if there's anything else. So I do love Lyft. I think Lyft is trying to set up one more stock. Nothing that really just has the setup that I think is ready right now. Just things to kind of watch out for this weekend. It is what it is, I kind of seen that in SPY that maybe we wasn't gonna have something that's just ready right now. SPY doesn't look ready right now to me, so I'm kind of just playing defense here, unless I see a stock on the dip, right? But one stock that I do kind of like here, just to keep on my radar, is PDD. Right, so PDD does have a chance to break out of an area that we haven't been able to break out of since 2024, October 24, right around this 132, 135 area. Especially if it closes above 133, I think it'll see 135 plus pretty quickly. Chinese stocks usually like to gap up overnight, so we'll see, man. But that's what I like this week. Keep an eye out. So we'll kind of just go through it here again. Keep an eye out for AMD, Nvidia, PDD. Okay. Side watch is Lyft. I don't think it's ready yet. Yeah, that may really be it. Watch out for CRWV if they hold this break and retest. But besides that, I'm kind of just gonna see what the market gives us throughout the week. Also did want to make you guys aware of UPS. UPS looks decent. Here it's right at this level, 2013 level. If you're not trying to buy UPS right now, you will never buy it, right? If I pull up my RSI here, you will see that we have a lot of bullish divergence right here, right? A lot of bullish divergence right here on UPS, okay? So if you take a look, RSI, making lower lows. Oh, I'm sorry, stop price making lower lows. RSI making a lot of higher lows, right? You can kind of even see it here. Even if you don't take it from this point, if you take it from this point, you see it perfectly there. Let's see, does it even, it probably has it on the, yeah, looks even better on the weekly chart, right? So it's going to be a play that it's going to explode whenever it pops. And notice that it's right here at these 2020 COVID lows. But if you look at this, the 2020 COVID lows are right here at the 2013 resistance. I'm sorry, 2013 support that was also a resistance in 2006. So this is a very, very, very strong level right here, right? It may take a lot for it to break below this 82 area, you know. And if you take a look at how far it is away from the highs, yeah, it's over 100% from the highs right now, right? So it'll take from where it is now. If you buy it here and it so happens to go back to all-time high, you'll have over 100% trade, right? So and that's just with shares. So we'll see, but I think it looks amazing. It's not a mover that's going to be, you know, $10-15 a day though. So, you know, just be aware of that. But the setup is there, so we'll see, man. But that's what I like for this week. Kind of just gonna take what the market gives us this week. I just got my eyes open for anything. And hey, it is what it is, man. Hope this was helpful for you guys. RJ with RJ Trades. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.